Ali G wears kind of Tommy Gear underpants. Borat wears these kind of string see-through underpants.
Yeah.
And Bruno wears a G-string.
Yeah.
And Sacha Baron Cohen wears nothing.
Ah, very nice. Okay.
When method actors take on a role and fully immerse themselves into that world, they are universally praised for their dedication and believability. They are lauded for actually becoming the character. So why can't the same be said for comedy actors like Sacha Baron Cohen? He's just as dedicated, but doesn't get anywhere near the credit. In the modern age, I don't think you'll find a more funny and committed method actor who has brought us some of the most memorable on-screen characters in the last 25 years. So let's take a closer look. Sacha grew up watching the likes of Monty Python and Peter Cook, perhaps the greatest British comedians of the 20th century. But his main influence was Peter Sellers, a performer renowned for his comedic versatility and transforming himself into vastly different characters.
We must find that woman.
Whilst studying at Cambridge, Sacha started off acting in dramatic roles, but soon began to develop characters of his own by improvising. He would try to get into parties and clubs by pretending he was security or part of a band. He also attended the famous Clown College in Paris, studying under the highly respected Master Philip Gallier. Comedy and performing was clearly a natural instinct for Sacha, and by his early 20s he landed his first television gig on a local TV station. He was developing a type of avant-garde comedy, and it was during this time he created early forms of his famous Ali G and Borat characters. For him it was something exciting, the idea of taking made-up characters and releasing them into the real world.
What is the dress?
It's a couture dress by Thomas Starjewski. He used to do a lot of the Princess of Wales's clothes.
Yes. Who is she?
Thomas Starjewski.
The Prince of Wales.
Oh, no, he used to do dresses for the Princess of Wales.
Yes. Who is she?
Who is she?
Yes.
Diana.
Ah, Diana! In Albania, we hear she is dead.
She is dead.
We are sorry.
The Ali G character was first unleashed on the 11 o'clock show in 1998. The idea was to lampoon establishment figures, using an over-the-top, wannabe street gangster, played by a white guy thinking he is black. He would interview figures from politics and show business, and bring out their ignorance by using his own.
Well, business started from the day one, from early in the world.
And what was they doing business in back in the day?
Many, many, many years ago, hundreds of millions of years ago, people were doing business, and they were trading in rocks and stones and other things.
Who would want to buy rocks?
I don't know, man. You gotta ask them that.
Within a year of the character's debut, Sacha was named GQ Comedian of the Year, won Best Newcomer at the British Comedy Awards, and by his second year he had his own show. The range of interviews he secured as this character is incredible.
Do you want him to grow up to be a footballer like his dad, or a singer like Mariah Carey?
He had become such a huge pop culture figure in Britain, he even appeared in a music video with Madonna. After he pretty much retired the character, Sacha would fully unleash Borat. Easily his most famous and notorious creation. Borat is truly unlike anything else that came before him. A fake Kazakhstani, designed to be as ignorant, sexist, homophobic, and anti-Semitic as possible in order to expose the ignorance, sexism, homophobia, and anti-Semitism of those around him. So naturally he works best in America.
Are women your slaves in Russia?
No. Do you have slaves here?
No slaves.
No slaves. It is a shame.
And Borat. Big shame. Big shame.
It would be better country if...
Yes,
yeah,
but would be better country. We should have slaves.
Our country, the minorities actually have more power.
Anyone that is minority has the upper hand. We have the Jews. We have anybody that's against the mainstream.
Nobody has bigger balls than this guy. Literally, as he tends to expose them quite frequently. From lawsuits, to death threats, to causing riots, to having to wear bulletproof vests, his dedication is unparalleled. I don't know how much of it is for the sake of his art, and how much is because he's an adrenaline junkie. But what I do know, nobody does satire like Sacha. Borat took Sacha to a whole new level, earning him 3 Golden Globes. His success also afforded him to expand his repertoire, with characters such as Bruno.
Yeah. Most people think that a child should have 2 parents.
It is like really difficult, bringing up a child without another parent. Am I right? I'm hoping that I don't grow old alone. Am I right? I'm hoping that I find Mr. Right. Am I right?
Honey, you need to get it together, sugar. You lost and confused.
All right, now. Listen, you're just jealous because you know I could get any guy here.
You brought your son here today?
That's right.
Can we see your son?
Yeah, sure.
All right, this is
And Aaron Morad.
How did you get to overcome your instinct and be able to shoot the youth?
Well, I haven't done that. What we do is teach and promote youth shooting sports.
You shoot the youth for sport?
No. No. In the United States, there are several different disciplines of competitive shooting.
So it is to train?
It's to promote safe use with kids. But there's something wrong with the culture that we can't talk about kids being around guns.
The cultural impact of Sacha's body of work cannot be understated. Just ask Rudolph Giuliani. Or this guy, who ended up resigning from his seat as a Republican state representative. Each of Sacha's creations serve a purpose. Ali G poked fun at wannabe gangsters. Borat exposed racial prejudices. Bruno lampooned the self-absorbed and shallow world of fashion and clubbing culture. In my opinion, this is taking method acting to a whole new level. Sacha is now taking on more dramatic roles, working with the likes of Martin Scorsese and Aaron Sorkin. I guess because he prefers not having to wear a bulletproof vest when going to work. But for someone as funny and talented as he is, I'm sure his next comic creation isn't too far off. And I, for one, can't wait to see what's next.
Yes, I mean, listen, the great thing about the characters is that they can, expose things that, let's say, a documentary finds difficulty in exposing. So I remember the first time I went out with Borat, I was actually doing a cable TV show at the time, and there was a fox hunting demonstration, a demonstration for fox hunting. And I went out, and it was the first time I'd ever done Borat. He was called Alexei Krikler at the time. He was from Moldova, and I was doing this on a cable show for LWT. Right. And I was going up to people going, you hunt the fox in Moldova, we hunt the Jew. You would like to hunt the Jew? And and some of these members of the upper class were going, oh yes, it would be a rather good idea. I wouldn't mind hunting the Jews.